Welcome students. Welcome to the Time YouTube channel. Today's topic is fill in the blanks for IBPSPO and clerical prelim exam. If you have already not subscribed to this channel, please do subscribe. Let's go to the topic straight away. So as we said, our topic is fill in the blanks. So here we have to fill in the blanks with sets of words. So here we have 5 sets, we have 5 options, and there are 2 blanks. So let us read the directions and check exactly what is required. Each of the sentences given below has 2 blanks. Select the pair of words from the blanks which best fits the meaning of the sentence as a whole. So this is our first sentence. The dash relative wage of the blue-collar workers was widely dashed to imports of labor from low-wage countries. So this is our sentence, and these are the 2 blanks that we have. So we have, if we say the standard relative wage, so there is nothing like standard relative wage. So we cannot have this so we cannot have standard here, so we can just ignore it. Then we have failing relative wage. Failing relative wage also is not appropriate. It's never used at any point of time. Then we have diminishing is a good one, but we have the the diminishing relative wage of blue collar workers was widely credited. Generally, it is not credited. If something good is done, something some achievement has been made, then we use the word credited. Otherwise, this credited is not suitable. Then we have deviating. Deviating relative wage also is not appropriate. It is not generally used. Therefore, this also we can simply ignore. And then we have the last one, the declining. As I told you, diminishing is good. Declining also has the same meaning, but we have attributed to. So here, the declining relative wage of blue collar workers was widely attributed to imports of labor from low wage countries. So from countries that give low wage, from there, people where labor was imported. And therefore, that was the reason for this. The declining relative wage of blue collar workers was widely attributed to. So this is the best option here. We know what is blue collar and white collar. Blue collar people are the workers, the artisans, the workers, and not the officials. White collar is generally people who work in the office and who are officers. They are called white collar workers. And here we have blue collar workers, the laborers or workers, right? So here I'll read the sentence again. The declining relative wage of blue collar workers was widely attributed to imports of labor from low wage countries. We'll go to the next sentence. Here, Thackeray, a British novelist, tended to regard dash as an occupation rather than as a sacred or professional dash. So here he has given authorship and vocation. We will just park it for some time and then we will look at the other options. So we have ownership, regard. So he is a novelist. If he is a novelist, he is a writer. So if he is writing, so he will be an author. So this looks appropriate, but we'll look at the other one. So if it is ownership, it cannot be ownership. It cannot be kingship. It cannot be citizenship also. Regard citizenship as an occupation. It cannot be that. And friendship is not at all. It cannot suit there at all. So we have authorship, Okay, so if authorship comes here, then vocation, is it suitable here? Let us check. Thackeray, a British novelist, tended to regard authorship as a occupation, just as a job, just as a work, occupation, rather than as a sacred or professional vocation. So what is a vocation? What is the difference between an occupation and a vocation? Vocation is something that we would love to do if we have the passion to do it. For example, we have some people become nurses because they want to serve people and help people who are in pain. So they become nurses. So for them, nursing is a vocation because they want to do it. So some people want to become teachers and they want to teach. Teaching is their passion. So they take it up as a vocation. So that's the difference. It could be a profession, but that's the reason why they say it is not just my profession, but it is also my vocation. That is how they say it. So here, this one is the best option that we have. Let's go to the next sentence. Next sentence. Although President Woodrow Wilson broke off diplomatic dash with Germany after it had reinstituted its policy of unrestricted submarine warfare, he still hoped to dash war. So here, let us look at the sentence. Who was Woodrow Wilson? Woodrow Wilson was the 28th US president. So this, our President Woodrow Wilson broke off diplomatic ties. So ties is generally, when we use the word diplomatic, it is either relationship or ties. So we say diplomatic ties. Is ties here? Yes, ties is there in the. So diplomatic character is ruled out. Diplomatic rules also is ruled out. Diplomatic protocol is quite good because protocol is the process or the procedure of getting things done between two countries. So, but here convert war is not suitable. So therefore it is ruled out. Then association promote also is ruled out. So ties is the best option here. So what does it say? So although President Woodrow Wilson broke off diplomatic ties with Germany after it had reinstituted, it brought back what? Unrestricted submarine warfare. It brought back unrestricted submarine warfare. He still, because of that, he broke off ties. US President Woodrow Wilson, he broke off ties with Germany because he did that. But still, he hoped to avert. Here, avert is very suitable. Avert war. So that is that sentence. So ties, third option, ties and avert is the best suitable words to fill in the blanks. Then acid land farmers are dash able to achieve a or an dash level of existence. So which one do you think is the best one here? So acid land. Now what is acid land? You know, acid land is where we have so much wherever acid rain occurs or wherever there is a lot of pollution, generally these places are called where the acidic, where the land has a pH value which is high for acid. So why high acidic pH value whenever the land has, this land is generally not suitable for agriculture. So crops don't provide good yield. So acid land farmers, they are called acid land farmers, are dash. So never able to, it has some productive value but very, very low. So never is not suitable. Ever are ever able to is not suitable. Seldom able to, seldom means very rarely is able to, also is not suitable. And hardly is quite good. But proficient after that is not suitable. So here we have barely is the correct one. So acid land farmers are barely able to achieve a or and dash level of existence. What is that? Subsistence level. So here subsistence level means what? Barely able to feed yourself. That when a person is just sufficient to eat sufficient food to escape from starvation, that is called subsistence. Subsistence is the best word here. Okay, so acid land farmers are barely able to achieve a subsistence level of existence. They have nothing to save, there is nothing to do anything better than that. So they have just able to manage, make ends meet. That's it. So this one, barely and subsistence, is the best option. Let's go to the next one. Dash based on reality as humans can know it holds that a state should base its policies on dash principles. So which one is the best one? So the dash based on reality. So it should be, can we think of state policies in which spiritualism is included? No. What is cynicism? Cynicism is a kind of a mental state where you always think that others are self-centered and selfish. So that is cynicism, a kind of negative thinking. It is very pessimistic in approach or outlook. It is cynicism. So cynicism based on, it's not. Pragmatism is good, but on selfless policies is not suitable. So pragmatism is, what is pragmatism? Pragmatism is being very practical, and that practicality should have some value, some relative value. So this is pragmatism, being very practical about it, not idealistic but practical, so that it has some value attached to it. So pessimism is already given. These two are quite close. So pessimism, dubious. Dubious means being very doubtful. The word dubiety comes from this word, dubiety. So which means doubtful. And selfish, moralistic. Spiritualism, since we have ruled out this one, moralistic is moral and ethical are quite closely related. So we have the first one. Pessimism also is not this one. Idealism based on reality, being idealistic but at the same time based on reality as humans can know it. So as much as humans can understand it or practice it, holds that a state should base its policies on ethical principles. What is right and what is wrong, we need to base it on that. So what is right, what is wrong, what is good, what is bad, ethical values are related to that. Ethics is related to moral values and right and wrong things. So here we have ethical principles and idealism. These are the two words that make the sentence very meaningful. Let's look at the next sentence. Directions. Each of the sentences given below has two blanks. Select the set of words for the blanks which best fits the meaning of the sentence as a whole. So here we have again, most people the world over believe that dash is wholly due to dash life events. So repression and oppression are quite close. That is, repression is to press people down in the sense that they are overly controlled. So repression, most people believe that repression and misunderstanding is not correct, so it is ruled out. Then we have depression and adverse. So we will park this for some time, just we'll wait and see whether this will fit in. Believe that depression is wholly due to adverse life events. If it does make sense, but we will look at the other options too. So here most people believe that the world over believe that rejection is wholly due to great life events ruled out. Doesn't make sense. Most people the world over believe that success is wholly due to unfortunate life events, also ruled out. Then we have sickness is wholly due to unlucky life events, also is ruled out. So what we have thought of earlier, this sentence this words make meaning in the sentence here. Most people the world over believe that depression is wholly due to the cause of depression is adverse events. So when people go through very tough times, very difficult times, maybe due to loss of a person, or due to business losses, or when there is various different types of situations where it makes a person very sad. So those events, because of those adverse life events, can cause depression. So this makes some sense. So most people the world over believe that depression is wholly due to adverse life events. Let's look at the next sentence. Farming in the American Midwest is dash by larger farms and high dash and advanced technology. So here we have Midwest is pushed by doesn't make much meaning at all. So farming in the American Midwest is pushed by doesn't make sense. That verb is not good. Ignored also is ruled out. So here, third one, farming in the American Midwest is characterized by large farms, high productivity, and advanced technology makes sense. But we will still wait and we will look at the other two options. So farming in the American Midwest is punctuated. Punctuated, the word comes from the word puncture or punctuate. So puncture means to have a gap, to have a break. So here, farming in the American Midwest is punctuated by large farms. It doesn't make sense at all. And performed is ruled out. Is performed by large farms is not. So here we have, as we have seen earlier, characterized by, that means that is the attribute, or that is what it is, the quality of American farming is this. They are having very large farms and they have high productivity and advanced technology. These are the characteristics of American farming. So that sounds good. So this third option is the best option. Let us look at the next one. Senior generals were arguing for a or an dash policy of military dash in the East. So obviously, because of this word military, these are military generals. These are not, just ordinary people. Senior military generals were arguing, they were debating about something. Arguing for means in favor of a or an dash policy. What kind of policy are they talking about? Was it aggressive policy of military expansion in the East? Sounds good. It has some meaning. So we will keep it like that, and then we will look at the other options. Senior generals, military generals were arguing for a or an reduced policy of military. So reduced policy is not right. Subdued policy also is not right. Overt means something that is done openly. Okay. The opposite of overt is covert. Covert means done secretly. So this also is ruled out. And renewed policy of military. So this also is not appropriate to the word policy that comes later. So here we have the first one. We have senior military generals who are arguing for a or an. So now because it is beginning with a, with a vowel sound here, so with an aggressive policy of military expansion. So some countries, even to this day, they believe in expansion, military expansion of their country. So that makes sense. So the first option is the correct option. Next, the civil dash industry has been the focus of particular dash in the context of global climate change debates. So what is civil? So what goes with civil? So do we have civil agrarian? Agrarian means agriculture, related to agriculture. So related to farming. So that is agrarian. So do we have civil military? They are opposites actually. So civil and military, they are opposite. So this is ruled out, this is ruled out. Then we have civil supplies industry. What we have here, for example, the ration shops where civil supplies provides, fair price shops, they are also called. So PDS system, public distribution system, is used for that. So here is the civil supplies industry has been in the focus in the context of global climate change. It has nothing to do with that. Okay. Then we have civil engineering industry. So civil engineering is not an industry, it is a branch in engineering. So aviation and civil, they go well together. So here civil aviation industry has been the focus of particular controversy because of the pollution that they cause in the context of global climate change debates. So it is, this one is very suitable. The other ones, so consumerism, complaint, grievance means a complaint, and attention and controversy. So here this option, aviation and controversy, are the best words that will fit in the blanks for this sentence. I'll read the sentence again. The civil aviation industry has been the focus of particular controversy in the context of global climate debates. Let's go to the next one. Though he may have been secretly dash about the lack of certain physical abilities, he was never dash. So though he may have been, though is there. So something, we need to consider this word. Though he may have been secretly happy, do you think he may be happy about his lack of certain physical abilities? Ruled out. So frustrated, let us look at that word, and park it. It looks good. Though he may have been secretly frustrated about the lack of certain physical abilities, he was never bitter. So this looks good. Let us look at the other options. Though he may have never secretly told, that certain physical abilities he was never capable. So this also is ruled out. Though he may have been secretly subdued, means controlled and being very maintaining a very low profile, and later assured, doesn't fit in. Then we have convinced and rich. This is totally wrong, not related at all. So frustrated and bitter, this looks good. And we see here, I will read the sentence with these words. Though he may have been secretly frustrated. Frustrated means what? A state of helplessness, sadness and helplessness because of his certain physical abilities, which lack of certain physical abilities. Because he did not have certain physical abilities, he would have been frustrated, but he was never bitter about it. Now, that's a very good attitude. Okay, so what we have with us is more important than what we do not have. So here we have this sentence. Though he may have been secretly frustrated about the lack of certain physical abilities, he was never bitter. So that's for this set, frustrated and bitter, is best suitable for this sentence. So then, so join or subscribe these channels. We have several channels here. They will be there in the description box. These links will be given in the description box. So please join and subscribe to our channels. And for classroom coaching, please do contact your nearest time center. And for online courses, you can enroll at this link that has been given to you. So thank you so much for joining, and thank you for joining this particular video. Hope it has been useful for you. Thank you so much.